Hey everybody, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. And today we're talking about 5 big, cool, interesting, fun things happening in Northwest Arkansas. So let's talk about that. But before we begin, if you could like and share this video with a friend or family, that would make the world of difference. I try to produce as much content as humanly possible about Northwest Arkansas, obviously. So liking and also sharing can make sure that everyone can live, work, and play all in NWA. So thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. Also, if you haven't been down to Northwest Arkansas quite yet, I made something called the NWA Starter Pack. Sounds exactly what it is. It's literally a starter pack full of all the cool things in Northwest Arkansas. Like what are the hospitals like? What are the schools like? What's going on in the downtown sections? What are all the cool things to do in Northwest Arkansas? Literally, it's a package full of all those things in a box, shipped right to your home. So enter your name below, address below. Where can I ship this package to? Just enter all that information below. I'll make sure they get the package shipped to you right away. Also, side note, it does come with your first free mountain bike, so that's pretty cool, but I'm a little biased, obviously. And. It is my favorite 4-letter F word. Free! So enter your information below. I'll make sure they get the package shipped to you right away. All right, so the first thing we need to talk about is more of a news story, but it is obviously very important in Northwest Arkansas. News story about the construction and the houses and everything happening in Northwest Arkansas. So obviously across America, money's getting tighter, inflation, blah, 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 blah. But that hasn't stopped Northwest Arkansas from growing. So a news article just came out a little bit ago that actually permits for construction for everything Northwest Arkansas, building up Northwest Arkansas, has risen almost bigger than last year. Last year was a big growth year for Northwest Arkansas, and obviously construction phases, obviously the inflation, all different things last year, construction constraints. This year, it's actually growing bigger. So as cities are shrinking across America, Northwest Arkansas, not at all. We're actually increasing in size, increasing in people moving here for obvious reasons. We can live, we can work, we can play all in NWA. So it's really cool to see Northwest Arkansas continue to grow. Now the fun thing about all this is that as houses are continuing being built, new warehouses are being built, new construction, new commercial, the whole thing. Obviously, it is fun because the fact is that it actually is able to allow more housing to be developed, more people to move to the area, etc. So we don't have as much tight pressure of actually finding a home in Northwest Arkansas because permits are going higher, construction is actually going better, and the actual pressure of, what do you call it, like the actual like monetary problems of construction have relieved a lot, so allows Northwest Arkansas to grow at a better rate. And so far this year, it has been doing very well, even in comparison to last year, which did also very well. So in the course of America, Northwest Arkansas is definitely growing at a very fast pace, and people are loving it left and right. And number 2 of a thing you definitely need to know about when it comes to Northwest Arkansas is the fact that you are probably aware that there's obviously a big development happening in Rogers, and one of the big developments is actually like the Whole Foods. There's a whole like apartment complex there off of Pinnacle, and so that area, like billions of dollars to be invested into it. But one of the cool factors about there is all the restaurants that are being talked about that are being actually put in that place. So if you didn't or weren't aware, like the Pinnacle Village area right next to 49, high growth area, that is going to be definitely that kind of aspect of coffee shop, living, cool things, shopping, amphitheater, Topgolf, the whole thing right over there. That's gonna be a very fun place to hang out, to live, and obviously to visit, because if you live in the area, it's so easy to get to. So I say all that to say that there's actually 2 new restaurants that are announced to actually go right there, and that's Firebirds Grill and also Tupelo Honey Grill, all in that Rogers section. So I was familiar with Firebirds. I knew of that brand. These are both franchises, not locally developed things, but super excited when obviously brands and obviously franchises are moving to the area because they see growth. Because a lot of these bigger companies have to make strategic growth of where they're gonna put their next restaurant, of course. So it is really cool to see bigger, obviously, restaurants being put in the area. And both those places are really cool looking. The one with the actual, like the honey grill, say no more about the honey. If you glaze honey on anything, I'll pay whatever you want. I'll pay whatever you want. Glaze honey, great. So one of them is a fire, obviously like a fire wood fire grill. The other one's like a honey glaze grill. Both those I will sample for sure. I will be there opening day 100%, especially the honey one. Real excited about that one. But anyways, long story short, those are 2 brand new restaurants that are opening in Rogers once they start finishing up the actual Pinnacle Hills area right around probably either later this year or early into next year. Whoa, before we jump on to the next point, I have something brand new called Instant Home Updates. So maybe you're looking to move down to Northwest Arkansas and you're using things like Realtor.com, Zillow.com, or Redfin. Way too slow. Notifications, way too slow. That's why I made something called Instant Home Updates. It sounds exactly what it is. It's literally Instant Home Updates. So enter all your information below: name, square footage, bedrooms, bathrooms. What are you looking for in a house? What are you looking for in a house in Northwest Arkansas? Where do you want to live in Northwest Arkansas? Enter all that information below. I'll make sure I don't miss a single notification when it comes for homes for rent or for sale, all in Northwest Arkansas. Also, side note, every single Friday I send an email out just kind of talking about all the cool things Northwest Arkansas. What's going on in First Fridays? What's going on in downtown Bentonville? What's going on in Fayetteville? What's going on in Sprindale? What's going on in Rogers? What new HQs are moving to the actual area? What new restaurants are opening in Rogers? What's going on in Pinnacle? What's going on in the... It's a lot. It's so much, actually. Enter your email below, enter your name below. I'll make sure you get that email every single Friday, kind of keeping up with all the cool things Northwest Arkansas. Also, you will get a little fear of missing out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Little FOMO, so to speak. But I promise you'll be the most informed person eventually when you make your way down to Northwest Arkansas. And number 3 of a thing you need to know what's happening in Northwest Arkansas is a brand new restaurant that's opening up in Fayetteville. So it actually is the brainchild of Feed and Folly. Feed and Folly is a really cool restaurant in like near the downtown section of Fayetteville. But those owners have actually bought new land and created something called City Park. And that's in Leverett on Leverett Avenue in Fayetteville. So it's right next to the Razorback Greenway. So it's gonna be an outdoor actual eatery, food place, all in Fayetteville. So the really cool thing about this, of course, is that it's connected to the Razorback Greenway. So obviously Razorback Greenway is a 40-mile road, basically a 40-mile paved pathway that is used by thousands and thousands of people daily, all the way stretching from Bella Vista down to Fayetteville. But obviously a lot of people travel by there and want to stop and grab something to eat. And so this is gonna be an extra place for them to do just that. So it's gonna be called City Park, and it's a nod to actually Wilson Park, which we will talk about here in a little second. But it's gonna be great because it's gonna be food, smash burgers, tacos, alcoholic beverages, the whole thing. So basically, if you're heading down the Razorback Greenway, biking, running, hiking, the whole thing, whatever it is, definitely shoot over to City Park. It's be opening, I believe, this year, so super excited about that. And then it'll be great for the season because it's a lot of fun to be able to hit the pathway, stop over at City Park. There's other restaurants as well, but stop over at City Park and then just hang out, grab some food, and hit the Greenway again. So I'll definitely keep you up to date when it actually launches this year. And number 4 of a thing you need to know about Northwest Arkansas is the fact that obviously Wilson Park in Fayetteville is getting completely redone. Wilson Park is by far one of the most beloved parks in not only Fayetteville, but Northwest Arkansas. It's just so many fun things to do there. Pools, the whole thing. A lot of fun. And it's like one of the oldest parks in Fayetteville, obviously. But Wilson Park is getting a kind of a facelift, all new things being done there, cool things. Moving on from that, but one of the things they've actually decided on was to add 6 pickleball courts to Wilson Park. So the thing that's gonna be so fun is like the fact that Wilson Park is kind of nestled in the downtown section of Fayetteville. So having all those people come in with kids, friends, family, and playing pickleball, it is funny to see the level of like the jump of pickleball, not only in Northwest Arkansas, but across America is so fun. It is a fun sport. I've played it a couple times, of course. So it is kind of like that, like it's just so different and cool. And they're definitely embracing that here in Northwest Arkansas, just pickleball. It's fun, cool, the whole thing. But they are adding 6 pickleball courts to actually Wilson Park, part of the new development, part of the facelift in Wilson Park in Fayetteville. And I will definitely be playing there when the time comes. And the 5th and final thing you need to know about when it comes to new things happening in Northwest Arkansas is that Springdale City has actually purchased a outdoor fitness court that's gonna be installed over in Murphy Park, which is one of the biggest parks in Springdale. Is being installed over there in Murphy Park just this year. So I honestly did not know what the outdoor fitness park was, but it's literally, which sounds exactly what it is, but it's literally a park that is this, all the different movements you would need to do a workout in like 10, 15 minutes, let's say 7 minutes, but let's say be realistic, 10, 15 minutes, is that you could do all those in this actual park. So like stepping, moving, running, jumping, the whole thing. So it's like really cool. It's obviously very artistic and there's like a lot of murals there. They have classes. So it is really cool to see cities around Northwest Arkansas invest into, first of all, 2 things: outdoor spaces, because we can basically be outdoors all year long. And then secondly is the fact that there's so much emphasis on fitness here in Northwest Arkansas. Between biking or hiking or running or climbing or swimming or fishing, not fishing so much, but obviously the whole thing outdoor stuff, plus now fitness centers, plus pickleball. There are so many things to do outside when it comes to Northwest Arkansas, and fitness is a big factor of it. And it's cool to see Springdale, the city, spend money to actually put into a outdoor facility in Springdale, Arkansas. So cool, love it. I'm always excited to see brand new things being built here because it's usually around outdoor in general, and this is about outdoor fitness, so I do love it. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, if you are thinking about coming down to Northwest Arkansas, download my 3-day itinerary link below. Maybe you're a venturer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a foodie, maybe you're a sightseer, maybe you have kids, whatever it is. There's a 3-day itinerary link down below for you. So go ahead and download it and use it when you get down here. Also, when you do come down here, I can give you the $10 tour so I can kind of show you around the whole area. Plus, we can check out some homes for sale or for rent and see how far your dollar would go in Northwest Arkansas compared to where you're coming from. All right, guys, I'll see you next one.